Hi guys, so I just wanted to come on today to talk a little bit about the new moon in Sagittarius that occurred on Tuesday, November 26th. I did not have a chance to do a reading. I didn't even have time to make a video, so here I am a little bit late. But please do know that a new moon's energy does linger. Okay, so just because it happened on the 26th, it doesn't mean it ends on the 26th. And the 27th, 28th, moving forward, it does linger. It is a very strong, powerful energy here. More so because there's a lot of other planetary shifts happening at the same time of this new moon. So let me get into it a little bit. So a new moon essentially is when the sun and the moon are conjunct, right? So the new moon speak of new beginnings, new energies coming through. Personally, when I go through new moon energies, something ends and something new slowly comes through with that energy. There was a new moon, I can't remember in what sign, in April of 2019. I remember I was going through an ending in that period of time with a job. And so new moons can speak of endings as well. So it's like that shift between ending and new beginning, stepping into something new. But maybe that new thing or that new job or that new opportunity or that new relationship is still in the works. So with this new moon in Sagittarius, maybe it does have a connection to that April new moon that we went through in 2019. But new moons here are about, yes, finding a way of seeing something in a different light. In Sagittarius, it's expansion. It's this renewal of hope and faith. It's breaking free from the old. Sagittarius is all about adventure and journey, going on a journey. So this is what we are doing. Excuse me. This is what we are doing. We're on a journey and we are the archer, like Sagittarius. The symbol of Sagittarius is the archer. So right now we're being asked, where are you pointing your bow and arrow? Or where are you focusing, your bow and arrow? Are you focusing on the past? That person, that ex, that job, that person, that family member, that friend, that situation, that past resentment? Are you focusing on that? Because that's what you will continually create as circumstances. The energy will linger from the past because that's where you're pointing your bow and arrow. If you're pointing it to the future, and you're like, okay, I'm pointing it towards new opportunities, a new relationship, but you don't yet see it yet. Well, that's normal. It's still in the process of being manifested. So this is where faith comes in. This is where the process of surrendering and just having this faith of the universe having your back, and everything in the background is being worked out, okay, behind the scenes, and having faith that at the end of that tunnel, you will see a light. Now, things might not be revealed to you just yet, but if you consistently do the work and show up and work on what needs to be worked on until you get to your destination, well, that's what growth is all about. It's about you putting in the work. It's about you growing through these challenges, through these situations that come through and that trigger you, but you're always still very focused on that new target. It's not easy. So I'm going to give you an example. Giving birth, the baby just doesn't, the baby doesn't come out the next day, right? It takes 9 months. It takes 9 months of it to grow. And so with that comes patience and pregnancy symptoms, and you get triggered by different things and your body's changing. So this is what's happening to you right now. You're trying to birth something new, whether that's a new person in your life, a new relationship, a home, whatever, a financial situation that you're trying to focus on, a career change. It's going through the labor pains right now. This is the energy right now that is being forced upon us. With Chiron in Aries, Chiron being the wounded warrior in Aries, telling us that our self-identity needs to change. And it's through those past disappointments, because Chiron is the wounded warrior, has been hurt, has been disappointed, has been wounded. And it's basically telling us we need to heal the past so that this new part of ourselves can be birthed in the future. So that's going to take some major healing, and that's going to take us looking at our wounds, looking at our past disappointments, and really facing the facts about what needs to be let go of. And it takes time, and it takes energy, and it takes effort every day. Like I said, consistency, patience, faith, working on ourselves in order to achieve our highest potential. So these are all things that have to do with us, not with other people. Chiron and Aries is about self-identity. Okay, if you know an Aries, they're all about themselves. Okay, they can even come across as someone who's very independent and selfish. I'm an Aries, but at the same time, we're trying to be high vibrational, right? As an Aries, so we're trying to consider other people's points of view. We're trying to understand and be compassionate. But we are an independent sign, and we do think of ourselves a lot. We do feel a certain way about ourselves in different situations. So self-identity, who are you? Don't tell me you're the same person you were 10 years ago or 5 months ago or 6 months ago. I mean, if you're not thriving to change and to develop a new identity through your circumstances, and you just want to stay stagnant and stay the same, and you just want to escape, then you will be forced by this Saturnian energy. Saturn in Capricorn conjuncting Pluto is very, very strong energy coming through here in the month of December, end of December. So it's asking us to transform. And with Chiron and Aries, it's saying, well, let me take a look at all my shadows and all my, shitty habits and patterns and ways of thinking, so that I can transform and purge it and make room for something new to come in. And so that takes patience, that takes consistency, that takes faith. If you don't have faith in a higher power, you don't have faith that things will get better, then forget it. Nothing will change. So that's what this new moon is all about. It's realizing that it takes more time. Things take time. So if you let go of a relationship and you're like, okay, well, nothing is happening. Well, what are you doing with your time? This time that you are single right now is the most essential part of your life right now. It really determines if you are willing to take a look at yourself and your aspects of yourself that were preventing you from connecting with an energy that was of a higher vibration. You were connecting with people that were bringing you down and that were stealing from you probably, or that were just not seeing your worth. Well, that's an opportunity for you right now as a single human being to look at yourself and say, well, how can I see my worth? How can I consider my worth? And that's a daily practice. What are you doing that makes you feel good? What are you doing that makes you look at your wounds? If you're not looking at your wounds and you think you're fucking perfect, well, guess what? You're meeting someone exactly like that. Someone who doesn't want to look at their, inner wounds, that doesn't want to look at their past behaviors, and that just wants to stay the same and use the same behavioral patterns from one relationship to another. And you will manifest and attract that type of energy into your life. So, and this is exactly what we don't want, right? So with all that being said, I'm going to end it here. I hope that was helpful. I know it's helpful for me to get it out and to speak. The throat chakra is also something that should be activated right now for a lot of you. Speak your truth, communicate, try to understand other people's points of view, but firstly, understand you. This is what Chiron and Aries is saying. you? Who are you right now? What have you learned? What parts of yourself have to shed and release and heal? And just take the time to feel it out. Don't get stuck on it. Don't get stuck in that energy of depression, of despair. Feel it out, but also make room for it, understand it, but then let it go. So on that note, guys, I'm going to wish you a fabulous weekend, and please do reach out if you need a personal reading. All my information will be in the description box at mintuitiontarot.com. You can check out all my information there. I have my new bracelets that came out. I know I keep repeating it. Thank you so much for all my subscribers, my followers, my friends, my peeps, my tribe. You guys are awesome. Have a good one.